Hi everyone, it's Susie, and let me get this in frame here. It seems like once I hit the record there, I have a little trouble with it being out of frame. You'll have to just not mind the little sunlight coming through. I can't get rid of that. It's just that time of the day. But this here is quite a chunky little journal. I've had this digital download and I've had it all cut out for probably about, I want to say 2 months, and I'm just now getting to, just got it together. So this is Letters to Rose from Nectar's Creations, and I am going to put, I guess it's Nectar Creations, and I am going to put her link to her Etsy store in the description box below the video. And anyway, I love this download. I knew I was going to love it when I saw it. I was kind of searching for some downloads to do some journals with a few months ago, and so this was one of them that I chose. This here is about 200 pages. It's 3 signatures, and there's right at 200 pages. I think there's a little less, like maybe 180, 185, 186, something like that. But anyway, close to 200 pages. And this doily I actually just found. I don't know if I found it at a yard sale or if I found it actually at one of the little junk events I like to go to. But anyway, I did add just a piece of kind of raggedy seam binding here. I've layered some crocheted lace, some little muslin there, fabric. There's some seam binding, and then I've this little bit of fiber here. I tried to get a color that would kind of match her little dress. But anyway, the little pin, I've got it stuck on a little bulb pin there. It says heart. That little metal charm there. My bulb pin come from A Tattered Dream, Denise on Etsy. I used some sari silk to just tie it shut, and it is the cover I made out of a really heavy cardstock. I have sealed this with Mosh Posh, just the matte Mosh Posh, so it's not real glossy or anything. My spine is reinforced twice with some surgical tape or paper tape, so that it's not going to come through the cardstock. I made sure that it would last. So anyway, I have just tied the seam binding on with some eyelets here. And I did tie it. I liked the way that the tied part looked, instead of, I know some of them just kind of fold it over and put it through where it kind of looks like so, but I wanted it tied. That's the way I wanted to do that, and I just absolutely love the way it came out. So anyway, to get started, and it is chunky. I'm going to kind of just let you see the chunkiness of it. This is probably one of the my favorite journals that I've made so far. Just because of the chunkiness of it and because it was a little different. Now, I did not Mosh Posh the inside, but you can see some of this paper tape here that I have put on this side of the, I've got it on this side and I've got surgical tape on the back side. So here is just some of that parchment, cream parchment paper I've got stitched on this pocket. I have downsized some of the pages to make just some journaling spots there, some little journaling papers. And then here's just a book page that I've made a little pocket out of. Now, I have copy stained all of the Letters to Rose papers. I went ahead and copy stained them. Now, the book pages are not copy stained, and some of the little tags are not copy stained. But anyway, there's just a couple of little tags that will go in the pocket there. And you could actually tuck some pictures in there. That would be kind of cute. And then I have, these were just some I'm not sure where to put that or even where I had it. This here is just some of the cutouts from the kit, the download, digital download. And I just fussy cut it out and put it on there. I'm going to kind of tighten that a little bit. I don't like how loose that was. These little clips, I love them, but they're almost a little difficult to work with. Sometimes they're too loose, and then you get them too tight. And but I mean, I love them. I love the way they look aged and all. But here is the front, and I did not print back and front, and you can, but I didn't on these. I did on a couple of the letters, but I didn't on these because I wanted journaling, lots of journaling places. Here is just some that's already been journaled, or got the lines on it for you to journal. Here is some of that parchment. Here is just a little tag that I have stitched around and add some of the yellow parchment there, or tracing paper, whatever you want to call that. Here's just some notebook paper. Here's some craft paper. And this is actually just some tissue paper. I got this, actually, I went to a little antique store. It was new here in town where I live. And this was the color of tissue paper she put in my bag. I bought a comic book for my great nephew for his birthday. And anyway, that was the color of the tissue paper, which went so cute with this particular paper. So here is another. I've just stitched some book paper and then some lace there, some vintage lace. And this is the Seven Gypsies composition paper there, or ledger paper, I mean. Here I've got, this is part of one of those letters, and I've just actually stitched it on one of the half pages. Here's some vintage lace. This I actually got at the Antiques Festival of the Ozarks last weekend that I went. And then there's the other side of the book page. Here is the center of this signature. Here's some more of that book page just sewed on. Well, some of it I glued on. I have sewed and it's actually just glued on the page. And I think that's what I did there, and I've got it on a little bit on both sides. Here's another, just a little tag. Sewed some sari silk on it and did a little stitching around it. Here's another tag from the download. Isn't that cute? And then another piece of the Seven Gypsies ledger paper there. There are lots of journaling spots. Here is just a doily. That's a tan colored doily. And I've just paper clipped it over the top of this craft paper. But this here is some rub-ons from Tim Holtz. I don't have it sitting here. I'd show you that. I bought this some time back and finally decided to use it. And then I've just sewed some book page there. Oh, I never even checked to make sure I was in frame. Oh, thank goodness. But anyway, here is some stitching on some paper there. Some more of that tracing paper. And these here look like they're sew done, but they're not. I actually just kind of stitched on the lace and then glued them on. So you have lots of spot there. You have the whole spot to journal on. Here's another of the book page little pocket I've made. And this is some vintage paper. This is some of that vintage paper that I picked up last weekend too at the Antiques Festival of the Ozarks. I really love that paper. And then here is the end of the first signature. And what I have done is I put a big white envelope. Now this I got from a Tattered Dream. I got this big envelope from her shop. And anyway, I've just added a big piece of that old, it's actually a writing tablet, for school tablet for kids. And anyway, how cute is that? And then I did leave this plain because I thought this would be a great place to journal, or if you wanted to collage some pictures or something. So I have actually just left this envelope just like it was. Now it's not tea stained, it's just it's just put in there. So, and then here we'll start my second signature book page with just a little belly band there. This is more of that tissue paper. And then another one of the little tabs there. Some more tissue paper. Here's a little mileage ticket. That's also out of the kit. As a matter of fact, everything in here, all the tags are from the Letters to Rose. So I did not add anything more other than what was in the download. Here's a little Admit One ticket. Isn't that cute? And then here is I've actually just wrapped it over the page so the whole thing can be journaled in. It just clips on there. And here I've just put some sari silk and stitched a little of the letter there that I had tore apart. There's some more of that. It's really pretty pinks and blues and some ivory, cream. It's really beautiful paper. Here is one of the little pocket things that you can fold that actually came in the kit. Or I say kit, but in the download. And then that page, journaling paper, I just set behind. And then here is a little tag. This is some more of the Seven Gypsies paper there. Here is another little pocket that I have made from the book page. And it has a little from the collection. And it fits in there quite nicely. And then I've added a little lace there. And just made a pocket out of that lace. And there's another piece of the cutout there that come from the download. And here's some more of that rub-on postcard there. And then here I've cut that out and just glued it on the page. And then here I've added, this is the other part of that book page, made another belly band. There's just a couple of tags there for journaling. Get rid of my scraps there. And then that is the second signature, and then I've put another one of the big white envelopes there with some paper. They all have a piece of that big tablet paper there in all of them. And I wanted to leave it just like I did the others, so. And then here is another book page with a belly band. And this is just some sari silk I've kind of gathered up and put on there. Some more of the tissue paper. Here's another half page. I've just downsized the size for that. Here is one of the little pockets. I've got it on with one of them little bulldog clips. I've got the little Admit One. And then here is just a little, that's really pretty. One of the little cards there for, it looks like I got something else in there. Did I put something else in there? Yes, I did. Oh, these are one of the letters. Here we go. These I did print front and back. It just looks like an old letter. I thought it was so cute. So anyway, that is in there also. And then it just kind of has to crease a little bit and get under that to hold it shut. And this is what the front looks like, right there. But anyway, that's just held on with one of the clips there. Okay. And some more of that. Here's a really pretty page, and you can see the transfer from the coffee. That is really pretty. So it's got the crinkly sound because of all of the dyed papers. Now here is another letter. I don't think this is the same one. Yeah, this is, well, it probably goes with that letter. But anyway, this is another piece, and I have copied it both sides so that it looks like it's a letter there, front and back. I've just got it stuck on that half page or part page there. Here's another one of the rub-ons there on a piece of the craft paper, book page. There is some more of that. Isn't that beautiful? I love that paper. And then here is a piece of the paper there, really pretty. And then here I've got, this is that same letter that was in the pocket right there. Isn't that pretty? And then I've just got it stuck on the book page there. And then here is a really pretty little card. And I've just you know, layered some fabric there. Some sari silk and crocheted lace. Here's some of that vintage crocheted lace I got last weekend. And then here's another page. Here's another one of these little envelopes from the download. And this one I have just put a piece of that vintage paper in. These are good sized little envelopes here. You could put you some pictures in there actually. It's really pretty. There's the front side. And then this also is going to just kind of crease back and go in under the little flower there. I've got it popped up so that you could get the envelope under there. Okay, and then another partial page there. Another lace tab. Here's another pretty little postcard. Isn't that pretty? I didn't sew around it or anything. It was just so pretty. I hated to do anything to that. And then here is just some sari silk with some lace layered there on that book page. Belly band on the back. This I've got some layering of the tissue paper and book page paper and just some lace there. I bought that lace at, I think at a yard sale in a bag of lace, and it's so pretty. I don't have very much of it, so I kind of use it sparingly. And then here is a little envelope. And she had several little envelopes like this, little coin envelopes, but I only used this. And then here are some little journaling. Some little journaling cards there. Whoops. Got to put the little clip back on there. So there's the little clip. Boy, I am all thumbs today. I may have to set this aside and just finish. I'm on the last page, the back page. And then here is another little page I have just shrunk down so that it could fit in my little pocket there and be just a little journaling spot. So anyway, there is the back cover, and that is the pocket. So anyway, that is my little Letters to Rose journal. This is what the back looks like. I love this aged doily. It's so pretty. And of course I did put some fabric underneath. But anyway, I am going to have this listed in my Etsy shop if anybody's interested, and I'll have that link also down below. So anyway, one more thing I was going to show you. I'm going to do this in another video, but I do have another little one of those coin bag covers, and I did it like a traveler's notebook, and I actually started out with this, and I actually took that out and put the twine on it. But anyway, I'm getting ready to do this video here after a while. So anyway, that is just something else I'm going to show you that's coming up. Thanks so much for watching.